Yes, but only a little bit. Let's get a move on.
Come on.
Tell me, Chip, who is it that did this to my darling husband?
Well, it was not a simple crime to deduce, Mr. Drew. Everywhere I looked, there seemed to be more than one person happy to help your beloved husband shake off his mortal coil. Sadly, starting close to home, my brother and sister, Rocky and Nilla, hated Mr. Headley for the fall of our family ice cream business, even though he did pay for our education. And they were at the shareholders' retreat, giving them opportunity and motive to kill Mr. Headley by slipping the fish into his meal.
Yo, screw you, detective boy. Man, throw us under the bus. You ain't no brother of mine.
Chip Screamer, I never thought I would see the day that you would accuse your own flesh and blood of such a heinous crime. Does ice cream not run through your veins?
Nilla, I have to look at every possibility, and both you and Rocky hated Mr. Headley. But it is okay. I know you came here today to, well, to face his pinning, but I know you would have killed him.
Yeah, you know what? Well, yeah, man, we didn't do it.
Just because you didn't murder him does not get you off the hook completely, my brother. There seems to be made a second addition to the buffet at the shareholders' retreat made by both you and Nilla. You were seen at the buffet adding chocolate flakes to the triple chocolate cake. Do you want to tell me what was in those flakes, Rocky?
Yo, man, I ain't saying nothing. I have nothing to do with no fish. I ain't no murderer.
Luckily for you, Rocky, you're a horrible poisoner. The police had already surmised that someone added chocolate laxatives to the triple chocolate cake icing. Anyone who consumed a piece had a large enough bowel movement that they added in the police incident reports. Now, I get you tried to piss some people off, but really, they were just relieved.
Madame.
Everything that happened that night seemed like just a happen chance, a small bit of misfortune, a coincidence. The remote location, the buffet, his missing EpiPen, and the only vehicle on site being disabled. All that was left to determine was what steps the murderer took and what he took advantage of. So, let's start with location. Location, location, location. They always say, location. And this resort was the perfect location for murder. And you may wonder, who picked that location? And my investigation indicates that Ethel, uptight bean counter, was the one to make those arrangements.
Ah! She murdered my
This duty isn't for the faint of heart.
All I can say is...
I will have you group of lame-brained idiots understand yet again that I am an intern. I don't make decisions. I go get coffee for free. And I have to pay for that coffee myself. It is the only job where you lose money by the hour. I did not decide the location. I merely handed the paperwork from Winifred to Uncle Les. Thank you very much.
Ethel is quite right, Chip, and she does not deserve your suspicion. The final approval of the site was made by Headley.
You know, he's right. I did approve the location. I thought the remote location would be like a nice treat for the shareholders, you know, for putting up with the last year of difficult restructuring of the business and all.
So I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
How'd that go for you?
Yeah, not so good.
Nevertheless, the location was remote and Ethel was involved.
Dumb boy! How many times do I have to get it through your thick skull? I am an intern! I don't make decisions!
Now this is ridiculous. Neither my daughter or I had anything to do with the death of Headley. And I am greatly insulted that we would even be implicated in such a scam.
Nevertheless, the location was remote, and you and Ethel were involved. As we all know, as soon as Headley passed away, you gathered the remaining shares he held in the company, being a powerful motive for murder.
Oh, just shut up. How dare you?
I bet she's in no mood.
I am in no mood. But this is ridiculous.
Chip, our son-in-law catered the event, but surely he didn't kill Headley. Not even for a fancy French cooking school would I believe he would commit murder.
Mr. Drew, I am sorry to say that we will never pinpoint who tainted the buffet. It was too easy to tamper with. Now, as we can't say that the remote location caused his death, nor can we blame the buffet, but we can blame the lack of medical needs he did receive.
Oh, no, not that one.
So now I turn my attention to Hannah. As we know, the EpiPen was taking part in an artistic display.
Ah, she did murder my baby.
Now I ask the question, did Hannah plant the fish in Mr. Headley's meal and then ensure his EpiPen would be nowhere near to save him?
No, I didn't. If it was arson, I would have believed that.
And how convenient for the murderer that the only vehicle on site was disabled. That vehicle could have easily taken Mr. Headley and met the ambulance team.
Oh, it could.
And then all the pieces fell together in my head. I realized there was one common element. There was one person who was in every one of these events. That same person knew the location would be remote, only accessible by chartered transit. That same person knew the meal would be a buffet, also knowing the EpiPen would be nowhere near to save Mr. Headley in any incident. And that very same person was seen coming out of the garage after disabling the only vehicle on site, thereby sealing Headley's fate.
Unless he get it all around the bird, but you just get my hands on his scrawny neck.
Temper.
Les Bean Counter was the only one who could take advantage of the perfect storm of factors. Mortician Burns, could you please call the authorities and have your assistants take Mr. Bean Counter and wait for their arrival? Les, do you have anything else to say?
Really? Anything to say to an ice cream scoop boy? Your conclusions may well be right, young man. But my lawyer will drive a car through some of your assumptions in court.
Ah, he murdered my baby. Oh, I couldn't
Do you think they can train her for painting dope, their computer, and lighter?
Okay. Well, that's that then. Time to go.
But all right, but wait. Got one left.
Don't make me rip this one up.
Hard to say goodbye.
You've had a good, rich life, Headley Bean Counter, filled with much love. You should be proud.
Wait. Does this mean God doesn't hate gays and I'm not going to hell?
No, sunshine. No.